Well, hello and welcome to Classic Beauty Over 60. I'm Denise and I am doing everything over 60. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. And if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. I am going to be getting ready today. I'm going to do a little bit more of a daytime glam. It's a Friday and I feel like having a romantic dinner with my hubs. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's see, I have already derma rolled my face, I've derma rolled my lips, and I've put on my serums, and now I'm going to go ahead and do my contours and my highlights. So I am in the middle of doing some decorating for fall, and I have more things I need to pick up today. I haven't gotten as ready as I'd like. Usually I'm completely ready by now, but this summer was such a busy summer. We had so much to do. I'm going to use this Garnier. It's the Instant Age Rewind Eraser. I'm just going to use it. I have, if you're new here, I had somebody ask me why I don't put foundation on my forehead. Well, I don't put foundation on my forehead because I have wrinkles there. And if I put liquid foundation in those wrinkles, it shows up twice as much as opposed to when I put powder on. And so that's what I use. It's just, I use powder on my forehead. I also don't put any foundation here where my crow's feet are. I don't put any foundation here. I only feather in what's left on my brush or my my blender. So that's what's different about what I do. It's part of what's different about what I do. I also do my eyebrows a little differently now. And so I tried to do everything for a lift and to get a little lift out of the makeup itself. So that's always my goal as well. If you're new here, I am doing an experiment for growing hair. I'm on St. Tropica. I'm almost done with it. My hair's a little unruly, but I've used it before and it worked. I need to get some more layers in it, but I can definitely tell it's getting a little longer for sure. Okay, so I've put that on. Let me go ahead and I think I'm gonna go a little bit darker with the eye makeup today. And maybe a nice light lip. Generally, if I go darker on the eyes, I like a lighter lip. And the opposite, if I go lighter on the eyes, I like a darker lip. This is Tarte Shape Tape. And I believe the color is, let's see, Double Duty Beauty. And let's see, it looks like 125 is the color on that. I like to do a lot of contour and highlighting. That really seems to fit the bill at this age for me. I've always, I had a rhinoplasty when I was younger, but I've always had a bigger nose, and I've minimally contoured that, but the really big difference now at this age is that my eyes, the blueness of my eyes is really catching up. I don't know. I don't have the veining like some people. Instead, I have the dark bluing. Also, when you use contour under your eye makeup, it's, for me, I don't have to buy a separate primer for that. I've tried them and I just don't really see that I need to do that. I've always used, well, in my younger days, I didn't have to use concealer, but just the makeup alone would hold it for me. So, but it shows up the color choice that you make for your eyeshadow so much better when you have a lighter color on there, and it just all one cohesive color. It just goes on a lot easier. Okay, so today I think I will use my True Match, and this is N3, so it's a neutral, and I'll use it with my Beauty Blender. So, has anybody got any fall plans? There's a little farm right down, oh, it's not right down the road, it's close enough though. And it's got, you know, pumpkin maze and apple cider and pick your own pumpkins, and it's got flowers, pick your own flowers type thing. And we might do that. It's getting to be that time, and I want to make some homemade cider, some apple cider myself. I did it a couple years back and I love it. I don't know about you guys, but I really like to go kind of all out for the holidays. I have a cider bar with hot cider and some hot cocos, and we've got marshmallows and hot teas and that kind of thing. And I love to dress up the house. I am still working on that. All right. So yes, it looks a little odd right now. Everybody looks a little odd before they finish, don't they? Yeah. So now I think today I am going to use my, where is it? Here it is. This is my Pretty Fresh by ColourPop, and it's number 18 Dark. And I am going to contour my chin. I like to use a big fluffy brush for that. And it's a huge difference. It's the perfect color. You want to go 2 to 3 shades darker than your natural color, and you do not want any sparkle or glow to any of your contours, for sure. That's the thing sometimes with, I've got bad eyes, and that's the thing with that sometimes. I was wearing a contour that had some sheen to it and I couldn't see it for the longest time. I don't wear makeup on my neck. I don't like the idea of it getting on my clothes. So the powder is a lot less likely to do that. You won't notice it as much, for sure. I am also going to go in with an angled brush and get rid of that jowl. right, and one more time. So when you're contouring at our age and you want to lift, you're going to go from the corner of your mouth up like that. And you're only going to go as far as the middle of your iris down, just right there. That's all you want. That's all you need. I mean, unless you've got a really full face and you want to do contouring to camouflage that, let me know, and I will show you how to contour a very full face. Or the opposite, I'll show you how to highlight an overly thin face, hollowed out face. Because as we get older, we lose, you know, some of the volume in our temples, and that's why I don't use contour in here. We're already sunk down enough in there, so I don't use that there. Okay. Today, let's see, what kind of blush should we use? This is a pretty one. This one is the Putty Blush by e.l.f. And I believe, oh, I didn't put my glasses in here. I think this is the Tahiti. It's a pretty color. It's a lot lighter than you'd think. And for your blush placement at this age, you don't want to go any higher than here, and you want to go right in between here. Just pretty much almost a finger's width. It's not a big, you want to start in the back, near your temple, near your hairline. It's actually another e.l.f. product, Mad for Matte. It's an eyeshadow palette, but of course I use everything how I need it. And so today I am going to use this kind of a camel color right here. And I'm just gonna thin out my nose a little bit. I have a thicker nostrils. I'll do a video on the different type of nose contours and the way they can make such a huge difference. It's hilarious. Okay, and so you're just gonna blend that line you just made. Okay. And I think just going to go down the bridge with a little light. I think the ladies that do the shimmer on the very tip of their nose, I think that's an older look. I think it's dating, and so I don't use that anymore. This is a little highlighter. I like to put it on the inside of my corner of my eyes. This product is by Thrive, and everything you buy helps a woman in need thrive. they have a great tubing mascara. It is wonderful. I probably should get that because I just have not been happy with this Benefit Fan Fest. It came out of the box looking like it was, you know, a few months old already. So that wasn't fun. Okay, so let's see. I am going to do my eyes, and today I'm wearing kind of, well, I'm wearing a little pumpkin shirt, and so I'm going to use, I think, my pumpkin colors, which I'll use my Hip Dot, and use the Witchy Warms, and I think I'll start off with this kind of a pumpkin color right here, and it is called Cloves. I'm going to use my brush that looks like this, and this really doesn't have much fallout. It's a great palette. It's beautiful. My bestie got it for me. Okay, and so with this, it perfectly goes into my eye socket. Now, you might have smaller eye sockets and need to use a smaller brush, but I am just trying to get an all over look today. I'm not being so precise. It's going to be a smoky look anyway, so I am going to use this, and the pumpkins and the kind of pumpkin and the ecru kind of colors look great on just about anyone. They really do, any eye color. And so I have hooded eyes, as you can see, and so I go above the crease so that I get rid of those. I have great videos on that, if I do say so myself. I have a great one on eyebrows too that I'll link with this, because honestly, although I should update it because I found that other video that I'm doing it that way now, so I really should update that. Well, thanks for helping me talk that out. So look at the difference just already. Huge, right? It's almost the color of my shirt. I think it's very pretty. I love all these colors. They're absolutely gorgeous. So I think underneath the brow, I'm going to use this, it's called Coven. And not really thrilled with the name, but that's okay. I'm also going to use it here. Kind of a pretty banana, kind of. Here, it's kind of a darker, like camel, and I'm going to use this brush, and I like to go right above my crease and go in. And I don't go any further than my last lash out here. If you have more round eyes that you want to elongate, you would be able to get away with that. But And also one of my other tips, of course, if you've been here, you know, but when you're our age, it just really helps to first tap in your color, and don't do the like the young girls do with the windshield wiper, because you'll just skip over your wrinkles. And unless you're looking in a 10 times mirror, you won't notice it, which I always look in my 10 times before I'm done with any of my looks, just because I did it even when I could see good, because see well, because I just you know, there's certain things you just miss. Okay, so and then I can go on little tiny circles to just buff that out. Now, I like to use my finger for anything that is sparkly. And I think today, I'm gonna go with this kind of a brown gold. It's very pretty, very pretty. I'll show you. Isn't that pretty? So, and I just go from my last lash in. Yeah, I have another palette that's close to this, but more, it's really neat. It's actually got a lot of pinks in it, but they don't look like pinks. And that is my, oh no, I lie. That's another one. This one is ColourPop, and it's X's and O's, and it's got another beautiful fall palette. I love this one as well. Very pretty colors. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I am going to use this lighter kind of a copper right in the middle. Like I said, we're going for a glam daytime look. And this is a really pretty look. Love those colors, so pretty. So if you're new here, I like to brush my eyebrows down first, so that as I apply my eyebrow pencil, you won't exactly see where those lines started and ended, because I will comb the hair over it. When you're doing your eyebrows, if you want a light touch, which with eyebrows I think you do, hold your pencil down at the very end. That way you get a lighter touch. You're not going to go straight on like you're drawing, like you're writing. You're going to go like this. You're going to hold it like that and go like that. That has been the best for me anyway. So this is where it should be. And instead of starting from the bottom and going like you usually do, instead of going here and then here, we're going to start up here. We're going to start up because we want that lift, right? Also, a little thicker, unless you already have, I over plucked mine as a child, and so mine need a little more thickness. It's dating to have, I believe, it's just my opinion, but I think it's dating to have your eyebrows as thin as mine are. It looks like you're, you know, like you're from the era I am from. So, and also when you're younger, your eyebrows are thicker. That's just the way it is. So this is an easy way. You don't want to hit every eye hair because you don't have hairs there naturally anyway, generally. So don't make it too thick. And then I want something here at the angle, at the arch. And then at the very end, instead of going down here like most people do, you're gonna go up here. Not down here, up here. And you literally are just going to give it a little flick. That's about right. And then I'm going to comb it back up. Look at the difference already. So I think I just deep conditioned my hair too. I'm doing something where I put I put oil in my hair every time I wash it. I leave it in there for, you know, a few hours before I get in the shower. I used to do it maybe once a week, but now I'm trying to do it every time. And it makes it so your hair is really nice, but it's really hard to hold a style because it just wants to slip. So, all right, so look at the difference between these eyebrows. So let's try this one again. So I'm not going to start here and go around here. I'm not going to do that. We're going to start a little higher up. And that's it. Just a little tiny difference, but it is noticeable. And I'll take anything I can get. That works for me. All right, I am going to put my e.l.f. Halo translucent powder with my angle brush. I am going to set my eyes. You can see that they're a little puffy. I kind of overdid it on some snacks this week. I had a funny week, so I indulged. All right, now I think let's put on matte ink, and this is number 65. It is Maybelline, and it's a long wearing lipstick. Another thing that I do different than most people is I do not put any lipstick at the corners of my lips. I don't like the Joker look. I believe that when you get older, a lot of times your lips turn down, and the overall look is down. And so I come just a little bit in front of that. I cut it right before that, about 1/4 of an inch. And you can't tell because your lips go over it anyway when they're closed. So, and nobody's going to notice that when they're open either. So with the long wearing ones, it's a lot easier. With your creamy ones, I don't even bother wearing creamy lipsticks anymore. About as close as I come to that is a lip balm, and that doesn't have any color, or sometimes I'll wear one that does have like a mauve color. But other than that, I mean, I won't wear it for anything serious, just around the house, just to condition my lips. But because these are a little drying, but this is a pretty color. If you are newer to makeup, no matter what your age, and you want something that looks a little more natural, take the color of the inside of your lip and match that up, and that's going to give you your most natural look. And so let's go. Right to here. That's it. Okay. So that's a nice, it's not too bright. I like the shade. It's a pretty shade, I think. Okay, so now I'm going to put on some perfume while I'm thinking about it. I always put some on right after I get out of the shower, but what I need to do is I'm going to use my Milani, and this is what I use on my forehead instead of any liquid foundation. I like to use a powder. I'm out of my powder. I have a L'Oreal Aqua something. I think it's L'Oreal. Where is that? I love the feel of it, but I'm almost out, and it goes rather quickly. But no, I'm sorry. It was Revlon Color Stay Aqua. This feels great, you guys. It's got coconut water in it. And when I first found this, I put it on and it felt wet. I was like, oh, what in the world? But yeah, it was just that it's got the coconut in there. So it's got that beautiful feeling in there. I do like it a lot, and it stays on really great. I need to get some more because I like to pretty much wear the liquids in the summer and the powders in the winter. Okay, so I just loaded up my brush, and I'm going to put that right where the sun would get me. So, top of your nose, forehead, top of the chin. I hope I don't look green. Somebody told me that on their device or their TV set or whatever, I looked green. I didn't see it on mine, so I'm hoping nobody else has that issue. Okay, so time to curl the lashes. And all right, the eyelashes are mascaraed and curled. My little kiss nails. I do have kiss nails. The little eyelashes. I really do like these, you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the hack that we had just learned about on, well, I don't have TikTok, but I think it probably originated from TikTok. And so I curl my eyelashes with mascara once, and then you're supposed to take translucent powder. And like I said, this goes against everything I was taught, but it does work. And I don't think it's doing anything too terrible to my eyelashes. One thing about me that's also different, I do not put any mascara on my lower lashes because I believe that when you look at your face as a whole, it drags them down. I realize that's not everybody's thought, but that's a few of our thoughts. I'm not the only one who does it. I've been doing it since I was in my 40s. I just noticed it one day and thought, oh, why? Oh. Well, I guess that definitely did curl them more, didn't it? All right. I switched out to my Bambi my Bambi mascara. Actually, that did do something today. It looks, what the difference is. All right. Let's do, this is a Bambi Eye by L'Oreal. Okay. Put the translucent powder on here again. And this just helps your eyelashes to not stick to the eyelash curler. Okay. Ugh, golly. Oh. Huh. Maybe that Fan Fest is better for the second curl or the first curl, because these are way curlier than they were before. But I think before I was using my Benefit Bad Gal instead, so there might be a difference. Still, I don't like my eyelashes so spidery, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think I will. Okay, I think now I will put on my little highlighter of Charlotte Tilbury right here. I like it right here, right in between my my wrinkles that I already have. I don't use very much of this at all. I used to mix it with my foundation, but I found a way cheaper way to do that. Way less expensive way to give yourself a little glow that's really pretty comparable, and it's this Lumi Glotion by L'Oreal. And whenever I run out of this Charlotte Tilbury, I will go ahead and use that instead. All right, well, I think that is about going to do it for the day. I'm heading out to go meet some friends for some lunch, and I've got some errands I want to run. I've got to get a bunch of stuff for the fall decorating, because I still am missing quite a few things. I've got pumpkins that I'm going to pick up, and I have got some napkins. They weren't exactly what I wanted, but I probably will end up, because they're so expensive generally, napkins, which I think is ridiculous. I probably will end up just making my own, but I need to find the kind of pattern that I want. Okay, so the hair is a little funky, but maybe one last little bit of sparkle. And that is to use this Doll Face matte Magnificent metallic matte liquid lip color. It's really pretty. Just right in the center. And at the peaks. Okay. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure, and I hope everybody has a really good weekend. I will probably check in with you on my next adventure. All right, guys, take care. We'll see you next time. Bye.